It's the Vikings head man, Kevin O'Connell. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. On the other sideline, it is the head coach of the Saints. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Menu narration set to 100.
Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from the Superdome. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out. First and 10. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
So as he takes the field, Mike, he's coming off an incredibly productive game, and it's really the 4 touchdowns that stands out to us. But to him, all he could think about all week is eliminating the 2 interceptions. He told us, he said, I have to continue to be productive and have the positive plays, but at the same time, I've got to do a better job eliminating the negative.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
He was brought down by Javon Hargrave. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9.
Deputy! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cup.
Once again, it's Chubb. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
This pass right side, taken in by Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard
Here's the
line.
Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that and try to improve in this one today.
Nice run on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give, moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by the rookie out of LSU.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go now. Check. Viking, 18. Let's go, man. Let's go, man.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
Ready? 60 by 6. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Tight end Josh Oliver. He is 7. Set up 1st down.
Josh Oliver. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. pick up a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
What you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Cowboy 80.
A run on first and goal. A flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call. Now it is first and goal.
Here we go. Check. Past the 60. Past the 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. And it brings up a second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for. One-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact. I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding on overseas.
Now here's second and goal. Back to the air one more time. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. As the kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He's been solid here in the early part of the season, up amongst the NFL's leaders in passing yardage. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that's the veteran Cooks. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Ready, ready. Come on. Set.
Back to throw. that into the hands of Nick Chubb. Well, with a healthy yardage back here, picked up 10, and it will be second and 10.
Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Here's Chubb. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. Number 24. Late catchment up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8.
Ready.
Olave is the motion man.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The right side to Olave.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and it looks like they're going to get off the field.
First and 10.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
No problem there on the extra point. The Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive.
Ready. 18 Cardinals. Ready.
Olave
Ready.
is the motion man. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Benjamin St. Just there on the 10-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
Complete to Jawan Johnson. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd. They need 1.
Get it.
They'll try to sneak it here. And this is game 1-2. He's got it for 1st down at the 38-yard line.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Here's a handoff to Chubb, hidden left. That one never got started. Defense pressed it too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
34-yard line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Forget about before he's taken down.
Complete to Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's Johnson to get there out of bounds. A couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Touchdown 6.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. It's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate, but in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender out of maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense is trying the first half, it hasn't worked. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Devon knocks off. They're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 38.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 60 Vikings.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
They call that on the former 2nd rounder, Brian O'Neill.
Okay, ready?
Task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
70, Timberwolves.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco split.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a
3rd and 2. Here we go.
3rd and 2.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's out wide for Chubb. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And the Saints.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hey, shut up. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's another Saints first down.
They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
Offensive 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 50-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one on target to Olave. He worked out very close to the first down. They got 14 of the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short.
Come on, come on.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field. Now,
A
this one from
52-yard attempt.
52 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the the Saints are back within the team. 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, like, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29.
The Vikings offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. Travel start on the ground. This will be a short pickup to about 30. And he stuns it there for the stop.
It's second and 8.
Second down and 8.
Let's go.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The throw here is complete.
A gain of 10 yards.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On the move, past the 40. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Vikings
A pickup there of 28 yards.
first and 10 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hand.
Here we go. Viking 8.
Back to the air once more on second down. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down. After a gain of 7.
That's a gain of
It just seems nowadays like there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
They go zone read here on 3rd and 4. Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. First down, Minnesota.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Come on. Stretch the eagle.
Good. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
The first down.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. First down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to have just a couple here. But there is a marker on the field as well. Drops to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's in! Touchdown, Vikings! And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings are out to a 21-10 lead.
Vikings 21, Saints 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down and get all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard
To the
line.
air now on first and 10. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he'll take this one in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of the quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When the defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. Crack all 80. Hey, crash. Go.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open is the tight end, Oliver. And he's out of bounds. Gain 4. It'll bring up second down.
Drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring fumbles. And it's going to force third down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be third down. Back to throw.
The quarterback on the scramble. chase
They'll
yard
look
on
to
the
pick up the
tackle.
pace.
A gain of 4. Brings up 4th down and
He'll look to throw. It's complete.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
His kick is good. And the Vikings tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our look around the NFL starts now. It begins in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And this is George Pickens. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me, and they don't. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Cowboys get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Tennessee Titans. Maybe the NFL's ultimate weapon, Lamar Jackson. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Trevor Lawrence hooking up with his main man, Brian Thomas Jr. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Jaguars trying to avoid a 1-5 start. They have the lead here at the half. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's stopped. Final drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard
The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Ready.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. They're going to march out up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. That catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
And the Vikings
That pickup is good for 29 yards.
a gain of 29.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Minnesota. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it. He gets out in space, and he does the rest.
The kick
The
is
extra
good.
point, up and
Makes the
good.
score.
The Vikings will extend this third quarter lead.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big
Saints
leg.
take over
Didn't want his
first and
defender
10.
return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
In motion goes Cooks. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw, left side, that's Johnson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of the receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll be stuck at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That is taken at the 10. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Check man. Ready.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
this drive, Mike, I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here we go, here we go. Johnny Lions, ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was done around.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough. Not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can.
That escape ability on display, as you can see, the rushing total now over 100 yards from the quarterback position. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, go.
First carry now, Ty Campbell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Outlaw. Here's Jefferson. And it's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one into the hands of Jefferson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still 2nd down.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of
Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Okay, ready?
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Ready?
Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Check. Viking 18. Ready?
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
The PAT is up and good. And the Vikings are going to extend their lead.
Saints 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead,
Free kick out of
and the ball
bounds.
gets placed at the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. You look middle here, and there's Olave. And the look is close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seat he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That was an all-in effort up front, Mike. They knew the quarterback sneak was coming, and there is only one way to stop it. We normally don't see defenses win at the line on a sneak, but in this case, they did, and they bring up 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try it now with a jump. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Illegal block in the ball.
Let's check on the call. On. They'll set up to throw. Short pass caught by Oliver. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
31 yards.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He's got it inside the 5.
14 yards.
And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Vikings.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Handoff here, up the middle. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of
From
one.
a little further back,
Here's
second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack. That flag definitely in the area of holding.
That penalty is declined.
So, some extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal situation as we are now through the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 1st touchdown this year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
That one off the left upright, but it bounds in. High degree of difficulty, but the joint gets a point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark
The
about
Saints take over first
22-yard
and
line.
10.
The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready? Go!
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's out wide for Chubb.
The pass complete to Nick Chubb. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the
Ball on the
28-yard
28-yard line. Here's second and 4.
Unlock line!
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
60.
Throwing now on first and 10. This one on target to Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
First and 10.
That's another Saints first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Olave is the motion man. They'll look to throw yet again. Right back to Olave. He's gone again. Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Try again.
Brings up
It's
second
and 10.
at the Vikings 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. That's on the former first-round pick, Cesar Ruiz.
Still second down.
Chop alert! Chop alert!
Back to the air one more time. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, kick that to a short gain.
I be on my little mouse drill.
Third and long. Back to throw. This pass right side, taken in by Cook. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Viking 18.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Saints first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A fourth down gain of 20.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Finding space at the 15. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds 10.
4 yards.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Rock.
They'll go with Chubb. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Brought down just shy of
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a...
Making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Nick Chubb, touchdown, New Orleans. He had a touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go.
The score, Vikings 45, Saints 24.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no
recovered
choice. You
by
find
the
yourself
Vikings.
down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here, we have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Go street. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Off he goes. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line. A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
From 6 points, it is 1st down and goal. Now this looks like a design run. Trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
You can see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, option going left. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
After that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Extra point drive forthcoming. Got it. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Saints 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints
offense is now ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. The throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The Saints. First down.
Slot man
First
going to
and 10
move
at the
in motion
45-yard
left.
line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in.
Holding.
The question now, will the play stand? That time they got the big tackle. Taliesin Fuaga.
Still first down.
Come on, come on. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Chubb.
The pass on first down. Complete to Nick Chubb. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Still 2nd down.
Hawk 7.
Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. That's only a 3rd down and no more magical. Good yardage. Gained on that one.
Johnson. A pickup of
Shaheed
13
in
on the
motion.
play.
So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
the Vikings quarterback, one of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the afternoon. The Vikings win their 2nd straight, and they do it in style. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And it's the Rams quarterback. He's a threat to tuck it and pick up the first down, which he does, and more. The Rams are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Ashton Genty. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Raiders improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.